Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of AC Unity. We are still hunting Nostradamus Enigmas. We are doing the Leo one, I think the final riddle. The riddle is: Palace once divided, united by the 4th Henry. Stone couples salute their doomed king for his final walk along the trees. King once united, divided by people's will. I'm now at the Place de Vogue, and I know that that's the statue of Henry IV, and he's actually taking a stroll on his horse under the trees. So it does fit, like it's Henry IV, that's the first clue, for his final walk along the trees. But I couldn't really find it here, so I went back into the database at the end of the previous episode. And then I was like, I knew that this Place de Vogue, oh, 1 second, this Place de Vogue, actually, I had to put the timer, used to be Place Royale or something. Here, this is the square made by Henry IV. No, I don't even remember. I had a link to a Palace Royale. Here. This square was originally named the Place Royale. So the riddle talks about the palace. So I was like, okay, let's go to the Palace Royale. So we go there. And I was about to go there. Over here. The Palais Royal was the nerve center of the revolution. Under the auspices of its owner Philip, Duke of Orleans, cousin of Louis XVI. I thought I saw a link to Henry here as well. Or didn't I? No, yeah, then I was like, okay, this is probably not it, because there was already a, this is with the little square and a little sun-triggered cannon. Yeah, you cannot make it up, but it's square. We already found a Nostradamus Enigma earlier there. Then I went over here. I'm not sure why I went over here. But then I was like, there's a link to Henry IV here as well, and it's a palace. So I really wanted to go there because it also has some statues on it, so that could be like the stone couple saluting their doomed king. But then it was built by Marie de Medici, the widow of Henry IV. So that is after his passing away, it was built. So then those stone couples couldn't be saluting him for his last stroll. And then accidentally, I moved one up. And here it says, Palais des Tuileries, originally a separate palace. The Tuileries was united with the Louvre Palace by Henry IV. This is the first riddle, starts with, a palace once divided, united by the 4th Henry. So, and it also has stone couples at the front, so I'm pretty sure this is the location. The only thing I cannot remember, but I can maybe watch it back in the previous episode, why I made the jump from the Palais Royal to this one. Maybe it was just scrolling through the palaces, because I was looking for a palace, because that is specifically what the riddle references. A palace once divided. Anyways, we are going to Palais des Tuileries. And you can really see that the riddles, they can really put you a bit on the wrong footing, because this really seems to more or less fit the description of the riddle, while yeah, it's actually a wrong location. This is also Henry IV taking a stroll through the trees. Anyways, we are going to the Tuileries, and that would be over here, I guess. And now we are looking for the front side. Yes, there, over there you have like these statues. And maybe it also meant for stone couples salute their doomed king for his final walk along the trees. So this is like a park with trees, and probably Henry IV was put to the guillotine on the. No, but Henry IV is way before the revolution, I think. Let's make that let's check that out. Otherwise, it would make sense if he would have been killed on that square over there. Right, here we go. Death, Henry IV. Yeah, he died in March 1413. He died in the UK. But you also have Henry IV of France. He died in 1610. Henry de Bourbon. One moment, just checking out his death. Henry died a victim of the fanaticism he wanted to eradicate. Centuries ahead of his own time, he said, "Those who follow their consciences are of my religion, and I am of the religion of those who are brave and good." Alright, but I still... Henry IV, I don't know the location of his death. Of France, location, death. Henry was the subject of numerous attempts on his life, including one by Pierre Barrière in August 1593. And blah blah blah. He was finally killed in Paris on 14 May 1610 by a Catholic fanatic, François Ravaillac, who stabbed him in the Rue de la Ferronnerie. Alright, let's see if that is in the same neighborhoods. Rue de la Ferronnerie. Where the hell is that? It's in the Hull area. Yes, that's where we are now, because or at least we're close by, because this is where we are. So that is the Tuileries area, but here is the Hull. Or the region is called still Le Louvre, but over here you have Halle au Bled, so I assume that is the Hull area. I'm just checking out the map quickly. Rue des Halles. No, it's more to the east actually, but not that far away. It is, if we have a bridge over here near the Tuileries, according to Google Maps, then it's one bridge to the right. No, another one. There's actually a bridge missing over here, which is now there in current Google Maps. And then it is, yeah, over here or over there somewhere, street. Anyways, that's where he got killed. So what were we doing? We were locating. Oh shit, so annoying. Accidental synchronization. There are also statues on the other side of the building. So it is actually a bit handy that I did the synchronization, in case I will not be able to find them over here. Oh shit. Oh, god damn it. My mistake. Alright, are we in front? Yes, very nice. Here we go. Yes, I hear it. Very nice. There it is. Woohoo! This was only the first riddle of the new one. I forgot. I thought it was the last riddle of the previous Enigma. Last ray from... I'm making a picture again. Alright, here we go. Last ray from the sun. He lost a son and parted from another. Cobblers, soldiers, statesmen and horsons. What's a cobbler again? It's like a tradesman or something. 1 second. A mender or maker of shoes. Alright, it's a shoemaker. Soldier, statesman and horseman. Shear the windows close, blotting out the sun. Alright, last ray from the sun. He lost a son and parted from another. Cobbler, soldier, statesman and horsons. Shear the windows close, blotting out the sun. Wow, this one also is pretty darn cryptic. Last ray from the sun. Louis IV purchased the existing Hotel Vendôme and part of the convent de Capuchin to embellish the city and facilitate traffic and provide a setting for a statue of himself, dressed as a Roman emperor. Blah blah blah. He's buyers represented the cream of Parisian society. They were followed by the more modest tenants of the attic apartments. Statue of Louis XIV in Roman attire was inaugurated on August. Hacking down statues of kings to make artillery is actually a storied tradition. Last ray from the sun. He lost a son. No, I don't really see a link here. I know this is where Louis XVI was buried. But did he lose a son? No, I don't even think so. I could maybe Google that quickly. French king lost son. Louis XVII. Ah, and there's also like the Sun King. Isn't that something in like a nickname of a certain king? Anyways, it is the son of Louis XVI. At his older brother Louis Dauphin of France died. At his brother's death, he became the new Dauphin, the heir apparent to the throne, a title he held until 1791, when the new constitution accorded the heir apparent the title of Prince Royal. Yeah, so it makes sense. This is about Louis XIV, the 16th, because the riddle, because he lost one son and he departed from the other, because he got killed. Last ray from the sun, he lost a son and parted from another. Yeah, and his last ray is Roy. Roy is king in French. So he's the last king because he got guillotined from the sun. And if we do Sun King, pretty sure we will get to his house, the monarchy house. Sun King. Why was Louis XIV called the Sun King? Yeah, so that was Louis XIV. But let's assume that Louis XVI was it as well. Let's do Louis XVI behind it. Was King Louis XVI known as the Sun King? Yeah, so it actually is Louis XIV is actually the Sun King, I guess. And did he also lose a son? That could be. Let's check that out. Because otherwise I think it can also refer the riddle to Louis XVI, because it says the last Roy of Sun, the last king of Sun King. Of course, he is the grandson or something, Louis XVI, I assume, of Louis XIV. So Louis XIV may be the real Sun King, but his descendants may also maybe be called the House of the Sun Kings or something, and then it makes sense that it refers to Louis XVI, him being the last one, because he got killed under the guillotine. But let's see if the Sun King, the 14th, the real one, also lost a son. Lost son. Was the Sun King's son kidnapped? It was intended to kidnap the Dauphin while he was hunting. Alright. Yeah, he lost his son as well. One moment, almost done. Louis le Grand Dauphin. In the last years of his reign, Louis XIV had to witness the demise of a lot of his family members. The one of his only son, the person supposed to become king as Louis XV after him, was particularly awful. They were underway and they spotted the priest carrying a sacrament. Being good Catholics, they left the carriage and knelt down to a door. Upon rising, the Dauphin inquired what malady the sick person suffered of and was told it was a man with smallpox. Hearing this, he got a little queasy. He had smallpox. And then he actually got sick. He also forbade the Duc de Bourgogne and his younger brother, the Duc de Berry, only the members of court and the royal family who already had smallpox were allowed to enter the sick chamber in order to pay their respects. The disease was soon identified to be indeed smallpox. Alright, anyways, I'm not sure whether he was murdered by smallpox, like intentionally contaminated with it, or whether it just was a coincidence. But I want to know if he also had another son, because here it says, in the riddle, it says that he lost one son and departed another. Almost there. Yeah, sorry, this is what I mean with these riddles are really not that good for a playthrough episode, because it's mostly reading up on clues, or at least quite a part of it. Alright, man, these are such long articles. The Sun King was at his zenith. Almost alone, he had defeated a formidable coalition. Alright, god damn it. Two of his grandsons. The disasters of the war were so great that in 1709 France came close to losing all the advantages gained over the preceding century. Private griefs were added to Louis' public calamities. Almost simultaneously he lost his son, two of his grandsons, his great-grandson, alright, so yeah, I'm not sure whether I need to look for buildings from Louis the 14th or the 16th. Last ray from the sun. He lost a son and parted from another. Yeah, they both lost a son. Louis the 14th and Louis the 16th. Cobblers, soldiers, statesmen, and whoreson. So that's like a very mixed bag. That may be a relevant clue. Cheer the windows close, blotting out the sun. Yeah, I think that may be like a bar or something, where they just want to drink and stuff. So I do think there was, maybe that was over here. And there was one where it described where there was like only partying going on and stuff. 1 second, not here. How long do I still have in the episodes? Alright, a little bit. Man, I really started to get to know France, because I really have read it now so often, these database entries. Not all of them, I think, yet, but a lot of them. Not here, but pour le miracle, le marais, nope, c'est Marcel. Alright, sorry, I was reading that. Village de Versailles, nope. Man, I'm pretty sure there is like this description that says something about everybody is partying. Yeah, I think it's actually over here. This one. It was the nerve center of the revolution. Here, the galleries were bustling up until 2 in the morning. It was a non-stop party and the meeting place for the capital's many crooks, swindlers, old leechers and young debauched. Yeah, this is the cousin of the Philip the 16th. I don't think this has a link to our riddle. This neither. This neither. This is in Versailles, no. This is the Justice, no. Palais de Bourbon. Built by the illegitimate daughter of Louis XIV. It's Assemblée Nationale. The Louvre. Nope. Yeah. So I would say one option is this one, the Palais Royal. But yeah, the only link is that I would say he could be considered the last Sun King because he died. But yeah, the real Sun King was Louis XIV. He did lose a son. And cobbler, soldier, statesman and whoresons cheer the windows close, blotting out the sun. This does have in its description a link to the sun, actually. In a totally different context, but still. Alright, this is one I probably am going to check quickly, but also let's read about Louis XIV and the 16th. Louis was never meant to become king, but his father died in 1765, followed by his two older brothers. When his grandfather Louis XV died in 1774, he came to a throne for which he was ill-prepared. Louis and his wife would fail to provide France with an heir for 7 years to the derision of the French people, blah blah blah. An indecisive man. Blah blah blah. Amazing. His 19-year-old reign would become increasingly agitated. He would be Louis the Weak. War complications. Food shortages. Then he fled. And then he was killed. Locksmithing and carpentry. Alright, I think, yeah, the Sun King, maybe indeed I have to focus on Louis the 14th instead. Is there an entry for him? Nope, annoying. Yeah, and that palace I wanted to go to. We already found an enigma over here. At least I think so. Palais Royal. Yes, we already found one in here, so I'm not sure that is one. Ah, here, this is Louis the 14th. And here he is in his Roman attire. Yes, I'm going with this one. Let's just, it's not that far away. Oh, wrong button. I will just run through it. If I can still make it. 3 minutes left.
Don't escape at me! Move on!
Come on, Arno.
Who are the revolutionaries?
I'm totally not sure I'm on the right track here, but yeah, I have to start somewhere. At least it is one of the areas with a direct link to the Sun King.
How are you?
There is a statue. Shit, there's one here, but it's not the correct one. Alright, so that was worth a try. In between episodes, I have to get out of here because I don't hear myself. My headset is really loud with all that street banter. In between episodes, I will just try to read a bit more in the database entries and try to find the location without resorting to just looking it up on the internet, the location. Sorry, it was quite a bit of reading and not doing much, but that's the name of the game with these harder riddles. Other ones are often very, the easy ones are very direct. Really, it almost describes the location. You just look it up on the map and you go there. But I think ones like these are much more abstract, so to say. So it requires some reading. Still hope you enjoyed it somewhat. Hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. See you later.